Okay, so I haven't made a video about fasting, eating one meal a day for a long time. So I wanted to do this video. Right now we're on lockdown and I know a lot of people are gaining weight, myself included. So just a little bit background. I've been eating one meal a day now for almost 3 years. I started in July 2017. So before I started eating one meal a day, I started with intermittent fasting for a few weeks. And I started at the time my weight was 176 pounds. But at my peak, just maybe a month or two before that, I was at 185 pounds, horrible shape, felt terrible. Decided I needed to go on a diet. So the first thing I did before I started intermittent fasting, did a 3-day juice cleanse. The reason why I started dieting in the first place was because I had a lot of stomach issues. I was bloated after I ate, and it got so bad one week that I decided to go to the doctors. At first, they were worried that I had celiac disease. My doctor said it was I have allergies towards gluten. I could not eat anything with wheat, barley, anything like that. She also wanted to put me on some medication, and if you don't know, I don't take any medication. I don't take Tylenol, aspirin, nothing. When I had my knee surgeries, I didn't take painkillers. So that was definitely out of the question. So I went on the internet and I did some research and I found out about intermittent fasting. And so it first sounded crazy to me, but after doing more research and reading about it made sense. Back then, there was like no videos on YouTube about it or anything like that. Because I lost so much weight and how much this changed my life, I just felt obligated to share my experience, and so I basically shared it to as many people as I possibly can. I own a restaurant, and I told all my customers, I would tell the customers that were telling me, oh my God, you've lost weight, or what are you doing? Did you change your diet? And so then I would it was an opportunity for me to kind of explain what I was doing. I did the YouTube video about 2 years ago. It's funny because I have a mountain biking YouTube channel, but my video that has the most views is my OMAD video, which is awesome. I mean, I don't know, I'm not changing any lives with the mountain biking video. It's definitely there just for entertainment, but doing the OMAD video, I know that it has changed lives. I've gotten like hundreds, not a handful, but hundreds of messages from people that they've started eating one meal a day because of my video and changed their life. You know, how much weight they've lost, how they come off medication and everything else. So it's been awesome. I just haven't had a lot of time with everything to do another video. I've been meaning to do that, but life's taken over, obviously, with the lockdown, and it's been horrible for my restaurant, and I've just been busy, like just trying to take care of stuff. So today I kind of want to just go over my situation now, and I'm sure with a lot of people gaining weight. So just a little bit background. I started at 176 pounds and I went down to about 145 pounds in about 4 to 5 months, and I stayed there. 145 was at my lowest, and at that point my wife freaked out and she did not want me to go any lower, and she just felt like I was way too skinny. My goal has always been to be above 145 pounds and below 150. Been fine. I was maybe between 145 and 150 for the last 2.5 years. But since we've been on lockdown, I slowly crept up above 150. I've been eating at my restaurant pretty much 6 days a week for the last 2.5 years. But since COVID-19 and how much it's affected our restaurant, we've had to change our business hours, and we're only open up 4 days a week. And then what I wanted to do on my days off that I wasn't in the restaurant was to support other local businesses and eat at other restaurants. So that's what I've been doing. I don't want to sound negative towards other restaurants, and it's 100% my fault. When I was going out to eat, I was eating what I wanted, like a lot of the bad stuff. So it's a lot of fried stuff. I had a lot of pizza, and so my weight kept going up. Hit 161 on Tuesday, and I freaked out because I have not seen 160 in like almost 3 years now. And in that moment, I realized like I'm out of control. And that day, we got food to go at Yard House. Tasted good, but bad for me. That did me in and got me over 160. To be clear, I still work out but it's nothing like I used to work out. So a little bit background: before the lockdown, me and my wife went to we went yoga every single morning. It's a 1 hour class. And the type of yoga I do is not what a lot of people think, where you're sitting around breathing. Some of the classes do have dumbbells, so we do a lot of high impact interval training in a yoga studio with the heat turned up to like 100 degrees. So I also take another type of class which is more like vinyasa flowing. So a lot of stretching, but a lot of like poses, really difficult poses like handstands. So I'm always walking out of the class completely soaking wet. My towel would be soaking wet with sweat. So that's what I mean by I'm doing yoga, like extreme workouts. And I also hit the gym twice a week, hitting weights, high impact interval training at the gym as well. So I would do like 3 or 4 exercises and I rotate it without resting. But now with the lockdown, I can't do that anymore. I've gained weight. So at home, my yoga, instead of doing heated, like high intensity with weights, I'm doing like yoga at home, which is awesome. I do with the kids and my family. I do sweat, it still helps, but it's not extreme. As far as my workout, instead of doing like my gym workouts, I'm doing push-up workouts and things like that, which is still good, but nowhere near as good of a workout that I was getting with like heavy weights. I still mountain bike, but with the lockdown, it's been really difficult. A lot of places are closed. I'm doing a lot of shuttle runs and stuff like that, so a lot less pedaling. So where I've gained my weight, and I don't want to blame it just on fast food and restaurants, is that at home I have a freaking pantry full of junk food that my wife and daughter love to eat. Since I've been eating 1 meal a day, I don't know how to eat in like small portions. When I eat my chips now, I eat an entire bag of chips, which is really bad. So when I eat a pizza, I eat the entire pizza. What I've done since Tuesday is that I've cut out all desserts, so no more chips, no more cookies, none of that stuff. I'm back to my old diet, no more carbs. I've cut carbs out for a long time, and I just started introducing it in when I'm not eating at my restaurant, because when I'm eating out, it's very difficult to get anything without carbs. Like pretty much everything has carbs in it, and it's been easy now. We open Thursday through Sunday, so these last few days I've been eating at the restaurant. To give you an idea of what I normally eat at the restaurant is I'll eat 2 bowls of pho. Instead of noodles, I'll use sliced cabbage, and pho is a noodle soup or broth we make from scratch. We don't have MSG in our broth, and we don't have any artificial flavorings. The broth is basically made of mostly vegetables, so it's ginger, onions, daikons, and a lot of herbs. We use cloves, corner seeds, fennel seeds, star anise. These are all stuff that's really good for your immune system, helps your body fight against free radicals. The beef broth has bones in it, has a lot of collagen, glucosamine, so it's really good for your joints. The collagen is good for your hair, skin, and nails. So the broth is extremely good for you. It's really healthy. And then the other thing that I'll eat a lot in the restaurant is our stir fry. A bunch of vegetables stir fried with choice of protein. We offer either tofu, pork, or chicken. But our stir fry is cabbage, bean sprouts, green beans, red bell peppers, green bell peppers, onions. Normally served with rice and salad. I don't do rice, so I eat my stir fry with a huge salad. And then the other thing that I eat a lot of is a salad. So I'll eat a lot either or salad that we offer in the restaurant. When at home, I buy the kale salad, which I get from Costco, and I normally mix that with either romaine or green leaf lettuce or red leaf lettuce. That's pretty much what I've been doing, and already in the last 3 days I went from 161 to 153. So I've already lost like a lot of weight, but it kind of tells you like how quickly your body can gain or lose weight by just getting rid of carbohydrates. So just to be clear, I'm not gaining or losing 5 or 6 pounds of fat in 3 days. It's just water weight. You know, your body basically retains water when you eat a lot of salt and sodium. So I believe like the majority of the weight that I've lost is just water weight. And what I would say is I strongly suggest that you eat as much vegetables as possible, cut out as much processed carbs as you can. Obviously get rid of bread, pasta, rice, noodles, any of that stuff if possible. And then try not to eat anything that comes from a box, anything that's processed. So try to go as a raw form as possible. And I think it makes life a lot easier. I don't drink nothing but water and green tea. Unfortunately, I feel like our society, everyone wants everything instantly. So they want to lose weight, they want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, they want to lose it in 30 days or 60 days or 90 days because I was able to. And you have to understand this, I lost that much weight because I'm extremely disciplined and I'm extreme at everything that I do. So and not a lot of people can do that. I feel like it's you're doing yourself a disservice when you try to eat one meal a day when you're used to eating 5 or 6 meals a day. What I find is a lot of my friends who try it, they end up quitting after 2 or 3 days. It's too difficult. I strongly suggest you start off eating, 2 to 3 meals in an 8-hour window. Do intermittent fast. Do that, and then when you're comfortable, cut your eating window from 8 hours down to 7 hours, and then when that becomes easy and comfortable, cut it down to 6 hours. And what makes it easy is eating a lot of vegetables, eating a lot of nutritional food, because a lot of vegetables are gonna not fill you up as quickly, but it's gonna keep you full longer. Whereas processed carbs like bread or pasta is gonna fill you up faster, but it has no nutritional value, so you're gonna get hungry the next day. I strongly suggest that you start at an 8-hour window and then slowly work your way down. And if you never get to 1 meal a day, or if it takes you 2 years to get to 1 meal a day, who cares? That's fine. At least you actually stuck to it. It's better than trying to do OMAD and do 1 meal a day for 2 days, and then you're back to eating 5 meals a day in over 12 hours. Like, that didn't do anything for you. So the other thing is a misconception about eating 1 meal a day. A lot of times people think that you're losing weight because you are not eating enough food, or you're cutting your calories, and it's absolutely false. Like, I eat so much food now. I eat way more food than I used to eat when I was eating 5 or 6 meals a day. Basically, when you eat, your glucose levels rise, your insulin levels rise, and that's what your body will always use as energy, is glucose. Any excess glucose your body's going to store in your body as glycogen. Your body takes about 13 hours for your body to burn through its glucose. Well, your last meal is at 8 o'clock. If your body takes 13 hours to burn through its glucose, and you get to 9 o'clock, that's 13 hours. Anything you do from 9 o'clock to your next meal, you're burning nothing but fat. So me personally, I eat my meal normally around 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. It really depends. Sometimes I'm out mountain biking and I don't get to eat till like 5 o'clock, and I'm still fine. I'm hungry and it hurts, but I'm fine. And that's the other thing. A lot of people think like, well, you have an advantage because you own a restaurant. It's easy for you to do 1 meal a day. I tell you 100%, it's way harder for me to eat 1 meal a day because I own a restaurant. I'm surrounded by food all day at the restaurant. Not only am I serving the food, I have to cook the food, I have to taste the food, and I have to spit it out. It's extremely difficult, and it takes a lot of discipline for me to do it. It's way easier for me to do intermittent or fast at home. Where my downfall at home is I'm surrounded by snacks. So, that's what I don't have at the restaurant, is I don't have bags of chips and stuff like that. So what I suggest you do to make your life easier at home is don't buy junk food. And if you have a significant other like myself that loves junk food, it's gonna suck, but try to do your best to stay away from it. I have a lot of intermittent fasting and OMAD videos. I'll try to put some links in the description that you can check out. But I hope that helps out for anybody at home that is trying to lose weight or trying to do OMAD or intermittent fasting for the first time. I suggest you watch some of my older videos and kind of go into a lot more detail about that. But yeah, hope that helps. Hope everybody's staying safe, and I hope we get off this lockdown soon. A lot of customers that are doctors, nurses, and police officers. And what I can tell you is that domestic violence crimes are skyrocketing. Child abuse is skyrocketing. But anyways, I hope everybody stays safe, stays healthy. I think right now with COVID-19, I think this is the best time to look at yourself and decide if you're healthy or not and what you need to do to get healthy. I hope that somehow, some way, that this video will motivate you to try it. Do your research. It's the best decision that I've ever made for myself, and I strongly suggest try it. If you have a loved one or a friend or a family member that may be overweight, obese, have diabetes. So I hope everybody's healthy, stay safe, and that's it. Peace out.
Oh shit! Ah.